The opinions expressed here are those of the individual and do not necessarily reflect the positions of Comcast Sportsnet or the Washington Post.
Welcome to another edition of Washington Post Live Weekend. Ahead, we look back at some of the best moments over the past several months, including reaction to the hire of the newest Redskins coach, Mike Shanahan. Also, we break down the aftermath of Gilbert Arenas' indefinite suspension from the NBA. And I go one-on-one with new Nationals closer, Matt Capps. All that and more, Washington Post Live Weekend starts right now. Hello, DC. Thanks for tuning in to Washington Post Live Weekend. After a disappointing 4-12 season, Dan Snyder, Bruce Allen, and the Redskins wasted no time making a big splash. 2 days after firing Jim Zorn, they named Mike Shanahan the newest head coach of the Burgundy and Gold. Hear how our panel felt about the hire in Burgundy and Gold Daily. Doc Walker joins us. He was there. We get to a great question you asked. I thought it was interesting. Mike Shanahan appreciated. I think he's going to agree with you on that. Brian Mitchell, he was breaking it down afterward. And Dave Zirin from edgeofsports.com, big-time Redskins fan. He's going to be following this situation close. I'll ask you how happy you are you're representing Redskin Fan Nation. Doc, your first impressions of what you saw today, what you heard, what stood out to you?
Well, it's the changes that Barry alluded to. The Lombardi trophies were absent, which I do want to see the return of those trophies, but I think there is a growth period in that and understanding that this current group has got to earn some stripes. I thought the fact that Bruce Allen is in full command, he's an excellent communicator, that was very well needed. And, of course, Mike Shanahan is not experimenting. I mean, he's been there, done that. And I think he gives us, from an offensive standpoint, the best chance to become competent once again and productive scoring the football.
And, Brian, what stood out to you? What jumped out?
Well, the fact that those trophies weren't there and the fact that Dan Snyder chose to sit away from it. He's trying to make everyone see that it's a new era, and that era was shown by Allen and Shanahan running the show. You know, also the fact that Shanahan kept saying, I wanted to find someone that I can work with. Yeah. To me, it seems like Shanahan hired Allen. Oh, he did. Allen didn't hire Shanahan.
He did, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that was even the reports when Buffalo was looking at him. It was said, hey, this is a package deal, Bruce Allen. I need to be. That's a good. If they can work together, it's a great thing. Redskins fans. You're sitting there. Are you happier today? Are you still a little reticent? Are you buying it? What are the feelings? What are the feelings?
Before today, I was honestly concerned because over the last 20 years, the track record of Super Bowl coaches coming back in the league is not good. And I'm not trying to be ageist at all, but coaches coming in older than 55, the track record is not good. I don't know if it's those 20-hour days or what, but I'm just going by history there. But what made me so happy today, and these guys will probably think this is a ridiculous thing to raise, but we've now had 6 of these press conferences with Dan Snyder and a new coach. This is the first one to step up there and call the owner Dan and not Mr. Snyder. And for me, I always didn't like it when Steve Spurrier, 56, or the great Joe Gibbs standing up there and calling him in almost a deference, Mr. Snyder, when he hasn't won anything and he hasn't brought anything to Redskin Nation table. So to have Mike Shanahan with his ring say Dan said this or Dan believes that, I like that.
Yeah, makes him one of the guys, too. The other thing about this is that, I mean, making a man who's a man one of the guys, and not being on this reverence plateau just simply due to economics. This is football. Football, everybody knows we wear different numbers. We all come from different backgrounds, but we become our powers and our strengths in being united. You know, so when everybody's together, George Allen said it best, and I said this to his son today, when George said 40 men together cannot lose. And so, but it was together. It wasn't some guy who's in a hierarchy, and everybody's got to be in it together. I think Dan's done a good job of separation. And Coach Thompson has said this, and I agree with John. He doesn't have to separate. Any owner can be as involved as he wants to because he's put the money into it. But if you look at the record and being 0 for 6 and being in dead last 2 years in a row, the fan base, the signage, the things that represented by the fan base this year, they got the message. Yeah. It's time now to step up, take everything personal out of the equation, and let's return to glory.
He won the 2 Super Bowls when he had John Elway. The 10 years after that, 4 playoff appearances, 1 playoff win. They did go to the AFC Championship game, lost at home to Pittsburgh in kind of a weird game, a game where a lot of Bronco fans, and I think Mike Shanahan believes they were the better team, just the ball didn't go their way. But he was fired. That man was a legend in Denver and was fired. He's a humbled man after a year off. Doc, do you think that changes his